Great job. I find it myself. Oh, pray for me. Okay. So let's take a look at number 2. So Victoria, how to find out X and how to find out Z?
X. So you go.
You find out Z first, or you find out X first?
You find out Z first. So sine 41 equals 10 over Z, and then you get sine 41, and then.
Very good. So sine 41 equals 10 over Z. So this one, we need to find out Z first, right, Victoria? Okay, so sine 41, we can calculate it with the calculator, right, Daniel? OK，你看着上面，你不要看着下面。你看着下面，怎么可能在学呢？你看 Samuel 的脸是对的，对不对？但是你
I think it's he mentioned that he was using a monitor before.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, now Oliver's changed.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so x equals what? X equals 10 squared minus z squared and square root. Right? And also you can do cosine 41 equals x over z, because z we already know what it is. So just using the same thing.
Correct? How do you do cosine on a calculator? Like, what do you press?
It's you just put 41, then you hit COS.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be having one there. Okay. So everybody, I hope your memory is coming back. Okay, your memory is coming back. If you don't, do you want to just stop me and I can explain again? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. So this time we have 2 triangles, 2 right triangles, or 3 right triangles combined together, or sometimes right triangle plus the circle together. Okay, everybody, but all of them, I only want AB. Okay, I only want AB. I don't want anything. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. AB is existing in this triangle, correct, everybody? Okay, so do we know any measurement for this triangle? No, we only know this is 36. So obviously, we cannot directly find AB. We need ACD as well. I'm using different colors, the blue one. We need this blue triangles first. So can you tell me there is line connect triangle ACD and triangle ABD together? So can you name that line for me, Samuel?
AD.
Oh.
Very good. Thank you, Elaine. Good job. Okay, AD is a line connected with the red triangle and the blue triangles together. Correct, everybody? Okay, so AD is the most important line. Get it? So we transfer, we find out the AD, we need to, in order to find AB, we need to find out AD. Okay, so AD for triangle ACD is a what line? Can you tell me? Very good.
Hypotenuse of ACD.
Hypotenuse of ACD. Good job. So we know AC is the opposite of a 28 angle. So are we going to use sine, cosine, or tangent 28? Which one we're going to use?
Cos.
Sine.
Oh, very good. Sine. Thank you. Why? Because opposite, sine 28 is opposite over hypotenuse, and opposite we know it's 6 over 80. Correct, everybody? Okay, so we know because this is something we know. So sine 28 equals what? You can just calculate it, everybody. Sine 28.
0.469.
0.4695, right? So AB equals what?
Close enough.
6 divided by 0.4695. So AD equals 12.78. Okay, so now we have AD equals 12.78. Everybody, in order to find out AB, we have this one 36. So I want to ask you AD for triangle ABD, BAD for this 36. This is adjacent or opposite or hypotenuse? For this red triangle, AD equals
Adjacent.
adjacent. Very good. So it's adjacent divided by hypotenuse equals cosine 36. Correct, Samuel? Okay, we move it to here. So 这条边除以这条边是不是就等于 cosine 36? So cosine 36 equals 0.8090. So AD is what? Is 12.78. Hypotenuse, we don't know which is AB. Okay, so AB equals what? Equals 12.78 divided by 0.8090. So AB equals 80. So that is the answer for AB. Get it? So this is very important. You have to find out the common line. Okay? 像做这道题目, actually we can find out what is CD, what is AD, what is BD. It's not relevant. The most relevant line. Okay, I know, Victoria. Thank you. So the most important line for this question is AD, right? Because AD adjacent the ABD and ACD. They connected these two triangles together, which we called common line. Get it, everybody?
Why isn't it called common side?
Yeah, you can say common side as well. It's common side. But for AD, for triangle ACD, it is a hypotenuse. But for triangle BAD, it is adjacent. So see, the same line, but they represent the different position. They represent this different names. Correct, everybody? Okay, I want you to think about this question, and I give you 2 minutes to calculate yourself, okay? Because when you're doing with me, it is totally different than you do yourself. Okay, 做完了，我们看下面一道题，好不好？
Oliver said that I can't use calculators online.
Huh?
I'm confused.
哪个地方？老师来教你。
Like everything.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so chapter, I'm going to explain again, okay? So we want to find out AB, okay? We want to find out AB, this longest line, right? But AB is existing in ABD, correct? But in ABD, we don't have any measurement. We only have a degree. We only have an angle. So remember, I told you, in order to find out a measurement of a triangle, we at least need to know one of them the angle, and one of them the measurement, correct? 但是在这个 ABD 里面, we only have an angle, we don't have a measurement. So that means we cannot directly find out AB. So we go to the triangle ACD, this one. So in this triangle, we know that AD is a line connected between ABD and ACD, correct?
Yeah.
This is a common line. So that means we can use trying whatever we know in ACD to find out what is AD, and using AD to find out AB. Understand? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. So chapter, if I want to find out AD, I just put this one out, okay? So this is a right angle, this is 6, and this is 28. I want you to find out what is AD. I think you know how to do it, because this is last week. You did it, your homework already. I understand you know how to do it. So AD equals what? So it is AC over AD equals sine 28, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so by calculated, we know AD equals 12.87, something like that. Is that correct, everybody? I didn't write it on. Yeah, okay, so AD equals this. So chapter, now the question became like that. This is A, this is D, this is B. So AD equals 12.87, and this one is 36 degrees, right? So how to find out AB? So cosine 36 equals AD over AB, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so AD we know it's 12.87 and cosine 36 we know it's 0.8090. So AB equals what? Equals 12.87 divided by 0.8090.
Harry, how come my calculator says it's 12.77?
Yeah, I just remember that number. It popped
Oh.
it. Yeah, I just do whatever. Understand, Chapter?
Yeah.
Okay, now you understand. Okay, actually, Chapter give us a really good help. Okay, everybody, if you get a little bit confused, there's also a very good way. You just putting these two triangles separate. Get it? Like I just separate them. It's going to be really helpful. Because everybody, we learned last time, we know how to do one triangles. But when we're putting two triangles together, you find, oh, it's hard. But if you just putting them, separate them, it's exactly the same thing. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, okay. So tee hee hee, Peng Peng, can you turn on the camera?
Yes, he carry.
Okay, can you understand this question?
What?
Do you understand this question?
Yeah.
Okay, so number B, everybody, let's take a look at number B, okay? So number B is 3 right triangles putting together, okay? And we also want to have the AB. So let me ask Victoria a very simple question. So for triangle ABD, which is the blue one, do we know any measurement?
No.
Do we know any angles?
No.
Yes.
Only one, right? Only one, but which is not really helpful, right? In order to use a trigonometry, we need to know at least one angles of that is not right angles angle, but we know nothing. Okay, when we're looking at this, I want you to have something established in your brain is, for this question, it's impossible for us to directly using the trigonometry, but using what?
Other triangle.
It's going to, finally, in order to find out AB, we need to use what? 勾股定理。对不对？一定会是用勾股定理，为什么？因为我们不知道这个角是多少，我们也不知道这个角是多少。It's impossible to find out, right? We know the total ABCE is a trapezoid, but we don't know these two angles equals what. We only know this one is 55, and we only know this one is 55, and this one 35, but we don't know these two angles, right? So big possibility, we need to find out what is AD and what is BD, and using the 勾股定理 to find out what is AB. Correct, everybody? Okay, so this is something, before you're doing any questions, I want you to have the thinking first, then calculate. Okay, so now how to find out AD? AD
Cos
is
of 35.
very good. Hypotenuse of triangle ACD, right? So we know CD and we know this angle 35. So 35, 45 meters and 80. So we're using sine, cosine, or tangent. Elaine Han. We're using cosine 35, sine 35, or tangent 35.
I think it's sine.
Okay, if it is sine, Elaine, it could be AC over AD. Do we know AC?
No.
So cosine is CD over AD. And tangent is AC over CD. So which one we're using? Cosine. Very good. Good job. Because we know CD, right? We also know cosine 35. So cosine 35 equals what? Person spying on everyone.
He doesn't have a calculator.
Yeah.
How about
and-
chapter? Chapter, can you tell me cosine 35 equals what?
0.8191
0.889.
8192.
Just put 4 digits, fine. Okay, so 8982.
Yeah.
Okay, 8982.
I got 0.8191.
有没有45入
I thought it was 8.
0.81911520. This is what I see. So it should be A192. Okay, so like that. Correct, everybody?
No, yeah.
Huh?
Now it's okay.
Huh?
It's
Is it
good
My
now.
fine?
calculator only gives you 2 digits, so
Okay. Okay, so like that, okay? So CD is 45. So 0.8192 equals 45 over AD. So AD equals what? Equals 45 divided by 0.8192. So AD equals 54.93. Okay, so let's find out BD. Okay, so everybody, there are some students here, Elaine, okay, or Samuel, or Daniel. Okay, he said, 老师，这道题目你告诉我 DE 是什么？但是我现在一个 angle 都没有啊。But everybody remember, this is a degree of 180. Each line is 180. This one's 90 degrees. This is 35. So which one? This one is what?
45.
55 degrees.
Oh,
45. Ah, 打屁股 Elaine. Ah, yeah, 打屁股, 打屁股. Okay, 45 degrees, right? Okay, so now in order to find out BD is somebody's hypotenuse, right? So this one is cosine, sine, or tangent. Peng Peng.
Tangent.
Tangent? We're using tangent 55.
Oh no. Sine.
Okay, sine. So let's see. Okay, sine 55. So can you tell me how to calculate sine 55?
Opposite over hypotenuse.
So what is opposite for this triangle?
55.
55 is a degrees, okay? 55 is a degrees. We're only using sine 55. So what
Oh,
is the
30.
opposite? So what is the opposite? So when we're talking about the opposite is this degrees opposite line. So which is BE over what is hypotenuse?
BD.
So do we know BE?
No.
So obviously we cannot using sine. So let's see, you suggest tangent 55. So tangent 55 equals what? Opposite
over adjacent.
divided by adjacent. So it's BE over DE. Okay, for using this one, we can find out BE, but do we need BE?
No.
One BD. So can you tell me, in order to find BD, which trigonometry we're going to use?
Cosine.
Cosine what?
55.
Cosine 55 equals what?
Equals equals 30 over BD.
No, we want DE over BD first, okay? Because DE we know is 30, so BD. Okay, everybody, please calculate what does BD represent. Thank you. Okay, so everybody, cosine 55 equals what? Equals 0.5736 equals 30 divided by BD. So BD equals 30 divided by 0.5736 equals
Send you the answer.
52
Oh,
or 30. Get it, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, of course you can go to the washroom. I'm sorry, I didn't check the chat room. So let's take a look at this one, okay? So this one's 54.93, this one's 52.30. So these two angles will be very close to each other, or they're awfully not equal to each other. We can tell ABDs, it actually looks like a very close to a right isosceles triangle, but unfortunately it's not. Get it? 因为这两条边非常接近，但不一样，对不对, Victoria? So we can tell this one probably 42 and this one probably 48, something like that, roughly. Because if they're the same, it's going to be 45 and 45. Correct? So how to find out AB? AB equals 54.93 square plus 52.30 square and square root. So since everybody, you can use calculator, so this one is not hard at all. 如果不能用计算机，那就很惨了，对不对？
How would you figure out the square root?
Square root 有一个按钮的，有一个按钮的。
Oh, I found it.
Yeah. So 301.30.
I'm not used to using calculators.
So the square root is 75.85. So that is answer for A.
Oh.
Did you get it right, everybody? Okay, I'm gonna stop here for like 2 minutes. Okay, I'll let you think about it. Daniel, I don't know why you turned off your camera. Okay, so the next question I'm going to start with you. Okay, so just to give you a heads up. So everybody, take a look at the number A and B. If you have any questions, like Chapter said, oh, I'm not very sure about it. I'm very welcome you ask me any questions. Okay, but please ask me questions during the class, right? Okay, because I think I explained very clearly enough. Okay,
I think the confusing part for me is like which one to use, like sine, cosine, or tangent.
yeah, so the best thing, Elaine, is just like me. Remember, when I do that, is I just list, for instance, so sine, yes, Victoria, you can get the water bottle, sorry. So sine 35, I don't know which one use, right? So I just list, so AC over AD. Okay, cosine 35 equals CD over AD. Okay, tangent 35 equals AC over CD. So you can find out AD, AD is a target one, right? AD is a target one. This one not even having the AD, so we don't have to worry about it. So let's take a look at this one. So AC, do we know AC? We don't know AC, LA, so we cannot using this one. CD we know, because when we are doing an algebra, it must be, there's a 3 variables, right? Cosine 35, CD, and 80. So for an equation, we have to know 2 of them to encoding the third one. 你不能只知道 sine 35，这两个都不知道，那你这两个算得出来吗？算不出来。Understand? So that means there are 3 parts. Only one of them is on no. The other 2 is no. So you can using the on no to calculate the unknown. But if for the equation you have this one and this one, these two AC and AD, they both is question mark. So by knowing the sine 35 is useless. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the key. Okay. 这个非常好啊 ，Elaine 也好 ，Chapter 也好，包括鹏鹏一开始的时候有点晕。So when we're learning, it's always like learning from something we don't know to something we know, right? It is always like that. So I require you to ask me questions immediately. And I can tell you my tips, and I welcome you telling me your tips as well. So we can share the idea. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go to the number C. Okay, everybody, I hope you just understand the A and B first clearly. So let's do the number C. Okay, so number C is 3 right triangles combined together, right? So our target still calculate AB. So now let me ask you a very simple question. In order to find out AB, what is something necessarily we have to know? Give me the
EB.
EB, very good. So in order to find AB, we have to know EB. So in order to know EB, we have to find out what?
EB.
T.
BD, very good. Because BD share the same line, common line of BED and BCD. And EB is this common line of ABE and BED. Very good. Okay. So everybody, step 1. Find out what is BD. Okay, in order to find out BD, this red line, everybody, BD for triangle, BCD is what? Is hypotenuse. And BC is what? For angle C40 is what? For angle 40, this
Is
one is
adjacent.
adjacent. Very good. Because CD is opposite and BC is adjacent. So adjacent divided by hypotenuse, we're using tangent, cosine, or sine.
Cosine.
Very good, using cosine. Because cosine 40 equals BC over BD. And we know BC is 8 over BD. Okay, so this equation, everybody, can you tell me cosine 40 equals what?
0.766.
Okay, very good. 0.7660 equals 8 over BD. So BD equals what?
10.3093.
Very good. Okay, for when we're having this one, we just to put 2 digits, so 10.44. So that is a BD. Okay, so everybody, could you please using the same way calculate step 2, what is BE? And step 3, what is AB? Okay, so everybody, one by one, please do yourself. And when you finish, please send the answer through the chat.
Can I go to the washroom?
Yeah, of course. Okay, Victoria finished. And he finished. And Elaine finished. Everybody has a little bit off answer. Samuel finished. Okay, everybody's answer is different. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So how to calculate BE? So in order to find out BE, I'm using a different color. So B is a blue line. And we know this one is 10.44, correct, everybody? So BE equals what? BE is a hypotenuse, and the 10.44 is what? Is a cosine of degree 42, correct? Person spying on everybody, everyone, and he, please turn on the camera. He, and a person spying on everyone, please turn on the camera. Beep. For me. Okay, if you don't turn on the camera, I'm going to explode myself. Beep. Okay, 这两个人是不是都不在啊？
I
那个
think Oliver's still in the washroom.
也
Yeah.
掉进去了。Oliver. Okay, Peng was in the washroom. And Oliver obviously is not coming back from the washroom. So let's just having the class in the washroom. Yay! May I close the door? My mom. Oh, okay.
My washroom is right down here.
What? Your mom, yeah. Okay.
Has Victoria gone there as well?
Yeah, no, Victoria go to close the door.
Oh.
And Samuel's so worried. Samuel said, oh, Victoria goes to the washroom as well. Oh, let's go to the washroom together. Yay!
Hooray! I can
Class. So everybody, why we're using cosine 42 again? It's because, you know, when the angle's here, so you just do a line, everybody, okay? So if you see a line, ED is on no. So that means opposite is not useful. Adjacent is useful. So it's 10.44 divided by BE equals cosine 42. Correct, everybody? So cosine 42 equals what?
Can I go to the washroom?
Yeah.
Wait.
Cosine 42 equals 0.7431 equals 10.44 over BE. So BE equals 10.44 divided by 0.7431 equals 14.05. Okay, everybody, please check your BE if it is right or not.
Right.
Okay, so now last but not least, we check out the AB. Again, AB is, this angle is 25. So the 25 opposite is AE, which we don't know. So it's again, cosine 25 degrees equals 14.05 over AB. So 25 cosine equals 0.9063. So 14 over 0.5 over AB equals that. So AB equals 14.05 divided by 0.9063. So the answer is 15.50. So that is the answer.
Oh, close enough.
Okay, so Samuel, BE is 14.04. It doesn't matter. So if your answer is 14.04, so the answer will be a little bit off, but not humongously off, right?
Because my calculator only gives 2 digits, instead of getting 14.04, I got 14.11, so.
Okay, yeah. So Victoria did very good. And Teehee, I think you got it wrong, right? And please check and go back to, I want everybody go back to the steps 1, step 2, and step 3 and find out exactly where you're making mistakes. Elaine, I think it's because you round up for every time. So your
Yeah.
answer 15.11 is still right. Okay, because you round up like every single 2-digit. Victoria is the first question, the first answer you give me is 15.30, and the last one is 15.50. So which one is the perfect answer?
The second one.
Yeah. So Samuel, did you, oh, sorry, yeah, Samuel, did you find out which part you're making mistakes?
I just don't round up. I just like take
No,
the last two digits.
我知道，那你也不会相差那么多的呀。你做到这里，我知道你跟鹏鹏两个人，you only did it here. You didn't do step 3, right? You find out BE and then that's it. Correct? 偏偏 Samuel?
Yeah.
你们发给我的答案都是这个嘛？我要求做的是 A、B 啊，你没做完，亲爱
No,
的。
I also sent you A B. I sent you both of those.
Oh, you sent me AB. I'm sorry.
I
You
said
said B. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Sammy, you get it right. Very good. Okay, Sammy, you get it right. So the main part is like this part because everybody, but the question from the BC curriculum, they won't have the sine cosine have the 4-digit, and the answer will be 2-digit is fine. Get it, Ellie? Okay, so maybe get your calculator adjusted to end up 4-digit. Okay, so Pei Pei, think about it. The teacher said step 1, step 2, and step 3, and you finish at step 2 and you go to the washroom and you drop yourself there and there's a hole and you just stand there and say, help, right? Everybody then, oh, so Daniel, how about you? Did you do it right?
No.
So did you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
I did wrong. I messed up like in step 2.
Okay, how about you, Chapter?
Just step 2.
Okay, you get step 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then now you know how to do the step 3, right? Because it's almost the same. Get it? Okay, so
Yeah.
we're cleared. Okay, so let's take a look at number D. Okay, number D, we want to find out AB. Okay, so this question is totally different because everybody, AB is in a right triangle or not in a right triangle, everybody.
Not.
No.
Okay, so that means we cannot directly find out and we need to name this one D. Okay, so I'm going to give you the hint. AB equals AD plus BD. Because AD is in a right triangle and BD is also in a right triangle. Get it, everybody? And this time, we're going to using cosine, sine, or tangent. Let me ask you a question.
Tangent.
Thank you, Victoria. Very good. Okay, Victoria already helped you. So this time we're going to using tangent because tangent equals opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, so this question, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Everybody try to do it yourself.
But I don't have a calculator.
You can go on the line. Remember last week?
I said I typed in chat. I'm in
Wait.
China, so I can't use Safari or Google.
你可以用那个所有的 China 也有那个的呀，有百度，你在百度里面找。
I used it, but I can't. But
我帮你找，我帮你找
they，were all of them were just basically like pictures and stuff.
我帮你找。等一下啊，老师帮你找，然后找出来以后发给你。Okay, I get it. I send it to you. Oh, active meeting. Oh, how do I talk? Okay, I talk to person's fine. Okay, Oliver, try to open it. Can you use it? Okay, I have received Victoria's, I have received Elaine's, I have received Peng Peng's. I think 3 of you, you all did it right. Good job. Okay, 3 girls. Kick boys' butt. Nice question. Some people just people.
They're so loud that they can't even hear you. Yeah, like it lags out whenever you say something.
Really?
You need to stop screaming.
I'm sorry.
Like I can hear you normally, but like when you're screaming, like you're saying shut, like shut. Yeah. See, like there's no voice.
加油! Woody woody.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay, Victoria and Elaine and Peng Peng, good job. Okay, another Elaine, 加油. Okay, chapter.
Yeah, other Elaine.
Okay, let's take a look at. So let's take. Yeah. No, don't move. Don't move. Okay, move it back. Too much. Back a little bit.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, everybody. We take a look at the green triangle and also the blue triangle. Okay, so I put them into separate part. Okay, so Samuel, let me ask you, in order to find out AD, so we already know there is a 65 degrees, right? So obviously CD is the opposite line and AD is the adjacent line. So we know that tangent 65 equals opposite 6 divided by AD. Get it?
Oh, I thought it wasn't a right angle triangle.
No. Right? Get it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it is a
that's,
right
yeah,
angle.
because Victoria already helped us, telling us we're using tangent. So tangent 65 equals 2.1445 equals 6 over AD. So AD equals what? AD equals 6 divided by 2.1445. So the answer is 2.7979. Oh, sorry, 2.80. Right, I only need 2 digits, 2.8. Okay, DB is the same thing. It's tangent 46 equals 6 over BD. So 46 tangent equals 1.0355 equals 6 over BD. So BD equals 6 divided by 1.0355. So BD equals 5.79. So just to plus them together.
Oh yeah, I'm not off by that much anymore.
8.59. Yeah, I know.
Oh, I just didn't know that ACD was a right angle triangle.
ACD, of course, because this one is a right and this one must be right. 这边是90度，这边肯定是90度啊，因为这是一条线。
Yeah.
180 minus 90 equals 90. Get it, everybody? Chapter
Yeah.
understood? Okay, so this is something, it actually, I think trigonometry looks horrible, but actually when you do it, it's not that bad. Okay, so everybody, let's try to do number E. Number E. Okay, number E is another question. We want to try to find out AB. Okay. Unfortunately, this question, actually, you can directly find out AB. I already gave you a hint, okay? You can directly find out AB. I'm going to give you a hint again. This is 47. This is 90, which leaves, okay, I stop here, okay? Everybody, and also this little square means it is 90 degrees, okay? So this angle is 90 degrees. Okay, I think everybody know how to do it, okay? Hello. Where's Bagel? My Bagel just out. Bagel!
所以我在楼上。
Bagel! Bagel!
Bagel.
Bagel!
He's just loud. I have to scream on the top of my lungs to get this dog up.
Bagel! Bagel, come on, Bagel. Mama, quick, Mama, oh. Everybody, did you see my dog?
Bagel looks scared.
No, she's
Bagel wants to leave. Bagel obviously feels uncomfortable. See, Bagel looks so uncomfortable.
no, she's
Bagel is trying to escape.
Bagel.
Bagel is traumatized.
Bagel is finally free.
Elaine.
Mm.
Oh, Bagel 胖了。
Yeah, Bagel got chunky. It's a good sign.
Okay, I have C. Oh, this time the answer is pretty off. Okay. Victoria, 你看一下你的答案. I think it's impossible. So AB is for sure longer than, I can say A, B, C, D.
Oh.
Okay, right? So Victoria, maybe you check your answer. So AB is for sure longer than 22 yard. Everybody's answer is totally different than each other. Elaine.
Oh wait, I typed wrong on the calculator.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is probably wrong since it's not bigger than
再
20.
再做一下啊，再做一下，再做一下，每个小朋友做一下。已
Oh,
经
I
做好的，已经做好的自己检查一下，没有做好的再看看，OK？因为这道题目其实很简单。What?
I wrote 0 and then I thought it was 6. So
Mm-hmm.
I see why I got it wrong.
好，再给大家一点时间啊，
Because I was doing it like the answer and then I put it 6 divided by and I don't know why I did that.
Okay, everybody, I have seen persons spy on everyone in chapter and Victoria and Elaine. At least your answer is very close to each other, okay? Very close to each other. And Samuel, sorry, chapter is a little bit bigger, so maybe it's a round off. I think it's a round off questions. Okay, so everybody, I give you another 30 seconds. I hope everybody.
No.
Daniel, 你的答案呢？蛋妞儿。蛋妞儿。
Yeah, Daniel.
I send it to you.
啊，send 了。哦耶耶耶。OK， 蛋妞，你想想看啊。I think there's some calculation problems.
My answer drastically changed. It's scary.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so for this question, everybody, actually we can directly calculate it. What is AB? Why? Because this one is 47, then angle, this little guy is also 43, right? Because 47 plus 43 equals 90. Correct, everybody? So AKA, on the other hand, this little guy is 47, and this little guy is 43. Get it, everybody? So now we are actually having a triangle like that. Okay, so this is 47, this is 43, and this is right angle, and this is A and B. And this one is 22 yards. Get it? Remember, Samuel, I told you, if you get confused, you put the triangle into the way you like the best. What is the way you like the best? Is angle is here, right? And the hypotenuse is here. 这个是我们最喜欢的样子，对不对？这样子就有点像反过来了嘛，就看起来不是很舒服，对不对？ Okay, I put it here. So this is 22 and this is AB. So how do we do it? Sine 47 equals 22 over AB. Correct? So 47 sine equals 0.7314 equals 22 over AB. So AB equals 22 divided by 0.7314 equals 30.08. So the answer, who is giving me 30.19, 30.08, 0.0. Victoria is giving me 30.0793.
We're very off.
30. So spy on everyone's giving me 30.0834. That is totally right. Get it?
Mine is
Okay,
very
so the one who's giving me 31.12, I think you're making one mistake. What is when you see this is 43. So if you do sine 43 equals 22 over AB, you probably get 31 something. Okay, everybody. So 43, the opposite is this line, but we know this line is adjacent. So if you want to using cosine, if you want to using 43 degrees, it's cosine 43 equals 22 over AB.
Just use
everybody?
sine.
Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? Let me show you something.
Oh, I wrote something wrong in my
Sine
calculation.
47 equals 22 over AB. Cosine 43, everybody 这个时候一定要看好啊，每个人现在看清楚啊，全部看屏幕。Everybody 眼睛竖起来，不是眼睛竖起来，眼睛盯着我，看着我。你看那个 Oliver 眼睛竖起来，盆盆眼睛竖起来没有？眼睛竖起来，看着盆盆。Okay, chapter 眼睛竖起来了吗？ Okay, so I want you to take a look at this one, okay? Sine 47 and cosine 43 actually equals the same thing. Actually, everybody get it? Okay, get
Why?
it? Okay, so this is something we're learning next week. Okay, take a look, okay? Cosine 43和 sine 47是一样的，都等于同样一个数。那老师如果告诉你 cosine 10 equals， 如果我乱说啊，不能乱说，不能乱说。Cosine 10 equals 0.9848. Can you tell me sine what also equals 0.9848?
80.
Sine 80.
Thank you. Very good. Get it, everybody? So that means if we have sine 41 equals 0.6561. So can you tell me cosine what also equals 0.6561?
49?
49.
49. Get it, everybody?
Yeah.
Is that
Get it?
what is-
Get it? Get it? Okay, so very good. Okay, so let's focus on the last questions, number F. Okay, so I want to find out what is AB. This is the last and hardest question, and we're going to introduce one thing because a lot of students, if you are doing the math competition, you probably understand that when we're doing geometry questions, we need to add some lines for us to help us to do the questions, right? So this is a line we have to add up is I connected the center of one triangle and connected the center of the other triangle. Okay. And we have know that this line AB to triangle, let's just say OP, okay? So OA, this is a right angle and ABC. So PC is also making a right triangle of BCP. Get it, everybody? Okay. And I want you to tell you something like that, okay? So this angle and this angle are equals to together, and this angle equals this angle, and this angle also equals this angle. So that's why 1, 2, 3, 4, these four angles are all equals to each other. Okay, so now let me ask you a question, okay? Triangle ABO and triangle BCP, are they similar to each other? Yes, okay,
Yeah.
because this is a 90 degrees, this is a 90 degrees. These two angles equals to each other, so that means these two angles also equals to each other. When two triangles, each of the angles are equals to each other, these two triangles are similar to each other. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's another thing I want you to find out. The ratio of these two triangles are exactly the ratio of the radius. 对不对？因为 AO to CP equals AB to BC equals BO to BP. Correct, everybody? 这个比这个等于这个比这个等于这个比这个。Okay? AO and CP is exactly the two radials of these two triangles. Okay. The area of these two triangles are exactly the square of AO and CP. Get it? So if I told you this is 24, this is 18, so the area of these triangles is exactly 24 squared over 18 squared. Okay, so this part is not used for this question, but something like I want you to know, because when we're doing the AMC 8 this year, the last question is based on this curriculum. Okay, and formula. So now let's take a look at this one. Okay, so in order to find out what is AB, we know this one is 70, right? So if this OP is 70, if I think BP is X, so OB equals what, everybody? OP equals 70.
minus X.
Very good. BP equals X. So AOB equals 70 minus X. Everybody are going to stop here. Do you understand what I mean?
I'm mostly confused on like the first part, like
Which
24 squared over 18.
Oh,
18
this part
squared.
you don't have to worry about it. This part is
Okay.
like not relevant to this question. So do you
Fine.
understand OP is 70 and BP is X and OB is 70 minus X?
Yes.
Okay, so now everybody, if I name this one as alpha, this one is also alpha, correct, everybody? Okay, so now I want to ask you, sine alpha equals what? Is it equals to 70? Sorry, is it equals to 24 over 70 minus X? Opposite divided by hypotenuse.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take a look at this triangle. This sine alpha equals what?
18 over X.
Very good. So both of them equal the same thing. Is it 24 over 70 minus X equals 18 over X? Right? Because this one equals sine alpha, this one also equals sine alpha, so these two equals to each other, correct?
Yep.
Victoria, understand? Peng Peng?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to explain this one again. So chapter, let's take a look at this one, okay? So I'm going to do this. So sine alpha is this one, right? So alpha, what is the opposite line of this alpha angle?
24.
24, right? And what is the hypotenuse of this triangle? 70 minus X, correct? So that's why it's 24 over 70 minus X equals sine alpha for triangle ABO. Get it?
Yeah.
Chapter, understand? Okay, so now we move to triangle BCP. For triangle BCP, sine alpha is it equals 18 opposite line divided by the hypotenuse line, which is 18 divided by BP, because BP we say is X, so it's 18 over X, correct? Understand, Daniel? Understand, Pempe?
Yeah.
Okay, so because both of them are equal sine alpha. Why both of them are equal sine alpha? Because all of the angle here is alpha. Correct? Samuel? Okay, so I can say 24 over 70 minus X equals 18 over X. Is it right?
Yep.
Chapter and Daniel, do you understand? Peng, do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's just calculate because we want to find out what is X, right? So it's 1260 minus 18X equals 24X. Okay, so 1260 equals 42X. So X equals what?
30.
30.
It's
So
8 o'clock.
if this one 30, so OB equals what? Okay, because we know 30, 24. Can we calculate AB?
Yeah.
So AB
Yes.
equals 40 squared minus 24 squared square root 1600.减去576，1600减去576， 对，1024 square root, right? So 1024 square root equals what?
1024
Equals 32. So AB equals 32. Understand? So this
Yeah.
question is the hardest one. Okay. So I know we have finished only one A, B, C, D, E, F. Today we only did 6 questions. But our brain is kind of like brainwashed, right? And you're thinking about this question, that question. But the thing is, what I mean for the math is, everybody, I want you to concentrate. Concentrate is more important than you spend hell lot of time on single subject. Understand, chapter? So for instance, every day we only do 2-3 questions. Okay, don't make yourself exhausted, but I want to make this 20 or 30 minutes. You highly concentrate. It's more important than you spend 2 hours or 3 hours on a subject and you're just actually thinking about something else. Understand? So this is a really good way of making yourself and making your brain fully concentrate on something. Because you know what? I know a lot of my students, they're not stupid. They just cannot focus. That is the hardest thing. You know, when we're learning when we're using the cell phone or computer, they're giving you a lot of input. So your brain is get used to that and your brain is not functionally well enough. Get it? So less time on cell phone, less time on computer, and more time just using a pencil is going to make your brain smarter. That is a key thing. Because the cell phone and the computer is giving you too much. And at the same time, your brain cannot functionally themselves. Get it? Okay, so that's the thing. So our homework will be the 6 questions today we did, and I'm going to give you another 6 questions additional. So altogether, 12 questions. So how do you do? 1 question we did in the class, and 1 question additional, give it to you. So the 1 question, if you don't know how to do it, you can just go back to the video, right? And 1 single new questions, and you can practice if you understand that or not. Okay, every day, 2 questions is impossibly small amount of homework, right? But what everybody did is, this is the first thing. The second thing, if you know that 2 days later, you're going to do something, chapter or Samuel or Daniel, right? If you have a tennis or whatever, golf or whatever, just do 4 questions today. Get it? Arrange your time and time management, and arranging your time wisely. That is the thing, because I know everybody in my class is super duper busy, right? Everybody have a lot of things to do, but I trust you. If you arrange your time wisely, you can finish every single thing on time. But if you don't if you don't manage it, you just everything falling apart. Get it? So 1, concentrate. 2, arrange your time. And 3, do things little by little. And I promise you, everybody will get better and better. Okay? So that's it for today's class. And I wish you have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. And Victoria,
Bye.
the time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.